Okay. Yes. Welcome to this virtual international conference on engineering, science, social and humanities ICESSH 2023. For this conference, we are welcoming to all the dignitaries from various branches and various departments, heads and research scholars and listeners and also our authors. Okay. Yes. Our keynote speaker, Dr. Shivkant sir, Department of CSC, is just he has joined as a keynote speaker, and also welcome to the technical chair, Ravindra sir. Welcome to the session chair, Dr. Anasadu, and general chair of this conference, Dr. Hem Sundar. Now I request our keynote speaker, Dr. Shivkant sir, yes, please address the gathering and give the keynote,
Mm.
sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Shiva, sir. Mm. So, good morning, everyone. All respected dignitaries and technical chair, respected Dr. Ravindra sir, and session chair Shodo sir, and also all the invited speakers and as well advisory committee members, and also patrons, and also general chair. Very good morning. Welcome to National Institute of Computing International Conference. So, here I'm going to present, give some keynote on in image processing. It is related to database DB scan clustering method. I want to share the PPT. So every sir, PPT is visible, sir?
Not visible, sir.
Not visible, sir.
Yes, sir. So go to.
Just now shared, sir. I think my end it is.
You have shared, sir.
Yeah.
So I have
Okay,
taken
sir.
a few minutes.
Visible, sir.
Not visible, sir.
Not visible. Okay, one more time. I'll check. No, check it, sir.
Not, sir. Yes, it's coming, sir. Yes, 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 sir.
Hmm.
Press F5, sir. Maximize.
Oh, one second, sir. Here in my laptop, it is some stucking is happening here. Your side, it is clear, sir. It is
Yes, yes.
visible. But my side, it is not showing properly. One second. Ah, okay. Now it is fine, sir. Now it is fine, sir.
Yes, yes.
It is clear now.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone. So, today I am going to present on keynote of the topic is enhanced hybrid OPF algorithm for the classification of remote sensing image processing. So, this is one of the most important research area nowadays. Most of the research scholars or in the many of the industry persons are researching about this main about the remote sensing image processing. So here in the remote sensing image processing, general image processing, nothing but we're going to take some image, we are going to pre-process the image into enhancement, classification. So many things we are going to perform by based on the image. So in that reason, sir, my voice is audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, audible.
Okay. I'm continuing. So nowadays, image processing taking most important place in research field. Image processing is the most every time the problem solving method to solve all the solutions by based on the image processing. So in the remote sensing image processing, we have some OPF algorithm. OPF algorithm is nothing but optimum path forest algorithm. So it is then an algorithm to take the data sets. Okay, it is related to data sets to identify very quickly. Okay, if you are many algorithms is there to identify the data sets. So by using this OPF, we are going to identify some clusters. Okay, we are going to find the clusters. So clusters is nothing but already people know it is a group of similar items. Clustering is nothing but it is group of similar items. By this using this OPF algorithm, we are going to identify some type of images. Okay, it is related to water bodies or vegetation and landsat. These are the images we are going to identify by using the remote sensing image processing. So this OPF algorithm involves in the group of similar items together this OPS we are using. Suppose so this image process will make mainly when we are going to take some images from satellite images or Landsat images. At that time, we are going to identify the which part is water bodies is there, which part is vegetation is there, which part is cultivation is there. We are going to identify. In that reason, we are going to take this OPF algorithm to make better results to get to find out the clusters very easily. So in that reason, I mentioned enhanced hybrid OPF algorithm. So clustering is nothing but group of similar items. Okay, it is comes under unsupervised learning. Okay, it is comes under clustering. It will come. It is unlabeled data. The data is not labeled data is nothing but it will comes under the supervised learning. Unlabeled data is nothing but unsupervised learning. So this clustering when going to form suppose I'm giving suppose in a rack there is some fruits are there, some is banana and some apple, some type of fruits is there. So if you want to segregate, so what we will do first we will banana we will keep aside. Okay, one rack, another rack will put some other apples. So like that we are going to divide the clusters. Okay, this OPF is more helpful to identify the clusters very easily. So we have this is OPF is the attribute based future extraction. OPF is the attribute based future extraction. So coming to this introduction, remote sensing image segment is a key technology for processing the remote sensing images.
Slides are not
So
moving, sir. Slides are not moving. Slides.
I shared sir, just now I shared.
Yeah,
Now it is
you are at the first
now it
slide,
is
sir. Yeah.
introduction only. Introduction only. So in image segmentation, the results can be used for future extraction. Future extraction, suppose we are taking the images from the Landsat images, from drone, from satellite images we are taking. That images we are going to identify the image extraction. So why we are taking that images? For that to identify to clear that noisy images, to identify that noisy images. So we are going to take that images. We are going to identify which was the water bodies, which was the vegetation, which was the cultivation. So we are going to identify the clustering methods. So segmentation is directly affect the subsequent results. So here I am introducing the novel enhanced optimal path forest algorithm. So it is used for remote sensing image segmentation. So coming to here, I'm going to give some good introduction about the DB scan algorithm. Okay, this is most important. So in this research, I'm going to use two algorithms. That is OPF algorithm and also DB scan algorithms. These two algorithms are very important to identify the clusters. These two algorithms are linked in this research to identify the clusterings. Okay, this is one type of cluster, this is another type of cluster. So like that we are going to divide all the clusters. So in that reason I'm using this DB scan algorithm. So density based this DB scan stands for density based spatial clustering algorithm for applications with a noisy, indicate the noisy. So it's well-known data clustering algorithm that is commonly used on data mining and machine learning. So it is not only image when we are going to make the research, not only in the image process, it is linked with the data mining and also machine learning. So let's think a practical use of DB scan. Suppose we have an e-commerce. We want to improve our sales by recommending the relevant products to our customers. Okay, at that time there is a number of products. So which product is belong to which customer? So so that we are going to segregate. We have to cluster. We make a cluster. We are going to recommend to the customers. So we don't know exactly what our customers are looking for, but based on the data set, we can predict and recommend a relevant product in specific customer. Okay, it is belong to particular customer means we can recommend this product. Okay, in that reason, this algorithm is very helpful. Suppose so many products are there. So you have to decide that this product is belong to this person. How we will decide this customer? So based on the segregation only, clustering only. So this is a very helpful for the making for the clusters. So we can apply the DB scan to our data set based on the e-commerce data set database and find the clusters based on e-commerce is nothing but e-commerce. Suppose if I'm giving some example, e-commerce means suppose you are taking some type of GoBB website application in our mobile or so many make my trip application. In that these websites we can call it as a e-commerce website. E-commerce. Okay, this e-commerce contain all not only IRCTC, not only flights. You can book the hotels. You can book. So all belongs to the this e-commerce only. So suppose instead of using that IRCTC, you can directly access this Make My Trip. You can book the ticket in the particular e-commerce website. So this is also very useful in the finding the clusters based on the product that users have bought. So if you see this flowchart, this remote sensing, pre-processing using decorrelation stage. Okay, suppose what was the here? Suppose this is you are finding the flowchart. You find the DB scan. Okay, DB scan. It introduces the cuckoo search algorithm. So no need to go for the depth. Okay, up to DB scan I'm going to explain. So DB scan is nothing but it is related to going to find by using the DB scan which one is the vegetation. Vegetation is nothing but where it is cultivation lands are there. Okay, water bodies. What a where water resources are we finding. Buildings. उसको whichever where we are finding the buildings. Waste, okay, wasteland or some dump yard where we are finding. So by using DB scan, we can going to find the landsat. We are going to take from the landsat images. So to identify which was the vegetation, which was the water body, which was the buildings, and which was the waste material. So this remote sensing mainly we are used in the DB scan algorithm. So it is very accuracy was very more when you are compared to previous algorithms. This DB scan is more performance compared to previous algorithms. So these are the things we are going to identify in the remote sensing by using the pre-processing the image. Suppose image is some dull image is there. That image you are going to making as a pre-processing image. Dull image is nothing but first when you are going to take one image that clarity and clarity should not there. So in that reason by making the use of pre-processing, we're going to take the decorrelation stage. And the script will be the image should be more. So these are the so if you see the this is the diagram of DB scan algorithm. If you see these three things here, so the density is nothing but just to put a point in the center and make a round. So it is a density. Okay, it is belongs to one. Density is nothing but simply it put one point and make a circle that we can call it as a density. Okay, here you find the I taken three densities. Okay, if you see in three circles. You see three circles. The three circle indicates the black points and blue point is indicate the it is the center point to make the circle. And also we have the three circles here. So some points are indicated. What was this points? Suppose so here EP epsilon is there. What is epsilon? This is the epsilon is there here. Min points is there. Min points is equal to 3. What is min point? Suppose if you are making any density, if you are making any circle, must be 3 points in the circle. Then only we can say that it is a core point. Suppose in a cluster or in a particular circle, if you are found three things, then we can call it as a core point. Okay, this is the core point of the particular cluster. This is the core point of another one. What is noisy point? So it is not belongs to this cluster. If you see outside some dots are there, not black that, but is white dots are there. That is it is noisy point because that is not belongs to that cluster. So by using the DB scan, you are going to identify whatever you are going to find that cluster you are going to add in your cluster. Otherwise, there be points we can call it as a noisy point. Okay, just the density is nothing but put in a point and make a radius and going to apply the so this is one circle belongs to some cluster, this is another circle belongs to another circle, like that we have the Suppose there is a border point also there. Suppose that is
Yes,
near to
sir.
our cluster only. Not exactly.
Shivkant,
That is also near to our cluster. So here
Shivkant
boundary
sir.
point and core point. These are the points we are going to see in our diagram. Okay.
Sir, slides are not moving, sir. Slides.
This image is not founding, sir.
Yes,
Image.
sir. First, you are at first slide only. Still.
But I shared, sir. I'm sharing, sir. I already shared also. I'm moving.
But
My end it is moving.
but
My end.
but your side is only but our side only showing first slide. Yes. If
Now it is okay.
if you click, it will be, sir. Yes, yes, yes.
Now it is okay, sir. Now it is okay.
Now it is okay. Now it is okay. Yes.
Now, so this is the diagram of DB scan. Okay, once again I'm repeating. So this diagram indicates what was the diagram? Just density based diagram. Density based diagram is nothing but put a put a point and make a circle. In that, whatever the points you are finding, if you are finding min points, the condition was min point equal to 3. If min points equal to 3, we can call it as a core point. Min points equal to 3, we can call it as a core point. Suppose in the circle there is a tube, okay, near to that point we can call it as a border point or boundary point. Near to that point we can call it as a border point or boundary point. What are the what are the points outside the circle? We can call it as a noisy point. No, that what was the meaning? That is not belongs to our cluster. That is what I am saying. That is not belongs to our cluster. So what is this? This E is indicating the epsilon. Okay, this is the we are making circle. Epsilon is nothing but we are making a circle. It is a density based circle. E is nothing but epsilon. We are making a density based cluster circle. So in that way, we are going to make the circle to identify which is the cluster belongs to ours, which is not belongs to ours. We can going to check by using the DB scan algorithm by checking the these are circles. So each and every here I mentioned points is epsilon. It is min points equal to 3. This is the min points is equal to 3 is the user defined functions. So you are going to use three things should be there in the circle. Then we can call it as a that belongs to the cluster. It belongs to some core point. Suppose it is in the 2 point means we can say it as a boundary point or border point. Suppose not there in the circle means it is this noise points we can call it as a outliers. Noise point we can call it as a outliers. Okay, these outliers are not belongs to our cluster. If you see outside the circle, we have some outlier that is not belongs to our cluster. Okay, in this way we are going to define the by using this algorithm we are going to define the particular clusters. So this is a OPM part forest algorithm which works on the basis of structural graph that indicates the future space. Node specifies that the dataset samples and the interconnected arc represent the adjacent relation between the samples. So this OPF is mainly going to identify OPF and DB scan. The purpose of OPF, so this is a OPF is a graph based theory. That structure, the DB scan is a circle based theory. So you are going to apply these both things together. We are going to get the better results to identify the cluster which was belongs to which one. By you making use of that, we are going to identify the images very clearly and very we can make the image into pre-pose the image very clearly and going to give good output. So coming to conclusion, using our enhanced hybrid OPF algorithm, it produces the better results regarding the accuracy and efficiency and computation time. So this is it, my end. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. My dear others, any queries related to OPF algorithm, that means image processing related. This is most important in our lives also. Nowadays, it is most important in the real time situations. Any queries to Dr. Shivkant sir, keynote speaker? Any queries, my dear others, research scholars? Any queries? Okay. Yeah. Thank you, my dear Dr. Shivkan sir. Thank you very much. Yes, you have given good information about the image processing related by using OPF algorithm. Yes. In each and every processing activity, yes, we have to remove noise. In English, we will say outliers. Yes. Yes,
Yes.
you are doing any, that means any research scholars, any doctorates, any others. So any listeners, please, yes, listen carefully. Yes, while we are doing the research, any research topic, it may be any research topic. Yes, we have to remove the outliers, or we have to say noise. That means from the problem, yes, in the problem definition, we have to identify what is the output, what we are going to get, what are the unnecessary things. Those unnecessary things we have to remove. Those are called as noise. You are doing any PhD or research related to any topic, any branch, any subject, whatever it may be. Yes. Through literature survey, we have to identify the problem. From the problem, yes, you have to give the title. From the title, you can identify the abstract, what we are going to do. Yes. In the abstract, simply you have to mention each and every point. Sometimes it may be a 2 or 3 sentences, sometimes it may be 5 sentences or 10 sentences, whatever it may be. Yes, you have to mention in the abstract what you are, what is the basic things, what you are going to do, what we are going to get the output. And also in the introduction of this paper, yes, while writing any research paper, yes, in the introduction also you have to mention the output, what we are going to get. Okay, in the introduction part also it is most important. Okay, yes, while doing this research, yes, you are going to face so many problems. Yes, yes. Don't go for ego. Yes, is there any problem, try to contact your guide or contact your superiors and get the information how to resolve the problem. At the same time, we have to do the recordings of your problems. So while doing research, yes, we have to face so many problems. It may be software related or hardware related or some parts of the work, whatever it may be. If you involve deeply, yes, we can identify each and everything in good manner, and we have to remove the noise. Noise means wasted information, and we have to recollect all the data from the wasted information also sometimes. And also we have to follow the instructions of our guide. Yes, it is most important. Okay, instructions of our guide, you have to put it in the process, and you can list out all the points while doing the research, important points. And also while giving the information, that means while giving the PPT about the research, yes, you have to mention the important points and what you have the problems faced, and you have to clearly explain each and every point to the each and every point in front of the team, reviewer team. Okay, so these are the most important points we have to follow to finish our research. Okay. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much, our Dr. Shivakant, sir. Yes, all of you, yes, my dear doctorates, my dear research scholars, engineers, okay, and students. Yes, please follow the instructions properly and try to fulfill your requirement properly and try to provide the fruits to the nation. This is most important as a research scholar, as a student, as a doctorate. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, actually, in our we have received various papers from that, yes, 10 papers, and also listeners are there. Listeners, 7 listeners are there from coming from various branches like civil department also. Okay, thank you very much. Any queries, my dear others? So we have identified the research scholars and also doctorates are there. Sir, anybody is there to speak something about the conference, and also we can speak about the research areas. My dear professors. Anybody is there to speak something about the research? So it is our duty to give some fruitful information to the students and research scholars. Okay, yes, nobody is there. Whatever it may be, yes, my dear authors, yes, you have to realize yourself while giving the presentation what we are going to do, what we are going to present. You have to recall each and every point in smooth manner and try to give the presentation in good manner. Try to give the presentation in good manner. And is there any team, try to cooperate with your team. That means try to coordinate with your team and give the presentation. We have the best paper and best presentation awards. And also we have allotted 10 minutes time. In that time you have to explain each and every point. And is there any recordings related to research, try to show the recordings. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, within 5 minutes we are going to start the technical review of your paper. Yes, try to maintain 5 to 7 slides only. At the same time, you have to mention your paper ID on each and every slide. My dear authors, tentatively I am calling one by one. And also listeners, my dear listeners, yes, please listen the carefully. Please listen the carefully, and also any doubts you have to ask the others. Okay, they would like to give the information about the particular point, particular research topics. Okay. Thank you very much. Within 5 minutes we are going to start the technical session. Thank you.